Hi guys, this is Belmar Sotelo introducing you to the world of nanotechnology, a scientific and technological convergence. Innovation and development through scientific endeavors. This is how people describe the changes that technology has brought to human society, from early civilization to industrial revolution and up to now in the information age where ICT have now used in several fields and aspects of people everyday life. There is no assumption that the Philippines was greatly affected by the rise of ICT, although the Philippines may not be classified as a country that develops this kind of technology, but rather a country that uses technologies developed in more advanced economies. To be an underdeveloped third world countries has a knack in using ICT in the fields of developing a knowledgeable workforce for the process of outsourcing business in cities, integration in electronics, also in healthcare, communications, and biotechnology. This all because of this called nanotechnology. We also have the types of nanotechnology: the nanometer, the nanomachine, the nanorobot, the nanomedicine, and the nanotronics. So, what is this nanotechnology? Nanotechnology deals with materials and devices that are fabricated within the nanometer scale, and the tools and phenomena that are manifested within this scale. So nanometer is a unit of length equal to 1 billion of a meter. It's used to measure incredibly small things like atoms and molecules, invisible to the naked eye. This scale is crucial for understanding and manipulating materials at the atomic level. The nanomachines and the nanorobotics. Nanomachines, also called nanites or nanobots, are microscopic devices with dimensions measures in nanometers. Nanorobotics is the field focused on designing and building these machines. While largely in the research phase, potential applications are vast, including targeted drug delivery, disease detection, and environmental cleanup. Third, nanomedicine. Nanomedicine applies nanotechnology to healthcare. Nanoparticles can deliver drug precisely to disease cells, enhance medical imaging, and aid in tissue repair. This field holds immense promise for improved diagnostic and treatments. Is the nanoelectronics. Nanoelectronics uses nanotechnology to create smaller, faster, and more energy efficient electronic components. This includes transistors, memory storage, and other devices. Advancement in nanoelectronics are driving progress in computing, communications, and various other technologies.
My name is Darl Yudukulan and today we are going to be learning about the short history of nanotechnology. Nanotechnology started with Richard Feynman's There's a Plenty Room in the Bottom lecture in 1959. He basically stated that there come a day that there are still plenty to discover and create in the microscopic level, with atoms and molecules. The next advancement in the field of nanotechnology is the first roadmap of the semiconductor industry, proposed by Gordon Moore, who is one of the founders Intel Corporation. The roadmap predicted the further shrinking for diminishing of the size of integrated circuits. As time progresses, the following decades, also around that time in 1965, a new TYP microscopy was discovered. The scan probe microscope or SPM strong enough to see and feel actual atoms. Finally, scientists had extensions of their hand shrinking down and able to manipulate OBGF down to the microscopic level. One of the most interesting discoveries was the construction of nanostructures. Fuller, Fullerness, Smalley, nanotubes, Collins, and Aboris 2000, and graphene, Gem and Nucus 2007, which are new forms of carbon that exhibited unique properties which was useful for building and constructing electrical material. This advancement in the field office of nanotechnology has stirred up booster investment, multi-billion dollar innovates and R&D upgrades throughout the world. Fun fact: Nanoparticles and structures have been used by humans in 4th century AD by the Roman, which demonstrated one of the most interesting examples of nanotechnology in the ancient world. The Lycurgus cup from the British Museum collection, representing one of the most outstanding achievements in the ancient glass industry. It is the oldest famous example of dichroic glass. The Lycurgus cup exhibit dichroism, appearing green in reflected light and red purple in transmitted light. In 1990, scientists used transmission electron microscopy (TEM) to analyze this effect, finding that it is caused by silver gold alloy nanoparticles 50 to 100 nm in diameter, with about 10% copper embedded in the glass. The red-purple color results from the light absorption by gold nanoparticles, negative 520 nm, while the green color is due to the light scattering by larger silver nanoparticles, 40 nm. This cup is considered one of the oldest examples of synthetic nanomaterials.
Hello everyone, my name is Jefferson G. Puptuso and ang i-report ko ay application of nanotechnology. Ina-apply ang nanotechnology sa pamamagitan ng medicine and healthcare, electronics and information technology, energy, materials in science, environment at food and agriculture. Isa-isa natin itong tatalakayin upang malaman natin kung para saan nga ba ang nanotechnology. Una dito ang medicine and healthcare. Ginagamit ang nanotechnology sa pamamagitan ng diagnostics. Nanotechnology enables the development of highly sensitive and rapid diagnostic tools for early disease detection. Sabi dito, ginagamit nila ang nanotechnology upang mas mapabilis na ma-diagnose yung mga sakit o kaya mas mabilis mahanap kung anong sakit ng isang tao. Sunod naman ang electronics and information technology. Kadalasan dito ang ginagamit ay ang sensors at quantum computing. Ang sensors, nanotechnology enables the development of highly sensitive sensors for various applications including chemical and biological detection. Isang example dito ay ang carbon nanotube-based sensors para sa pag-detect ng mga airborne chemical at gold nanoparticle para sa mga biosensing application tulad ng pag-detect ng mga virus at pathogens. Ang sunod ang quantum computing. Nanoscale devices are crucial for the development of quantum computers. Isa to sa mga importante o mahalaga sa quantum computers. Pangatlo naman ay ginagamit din ang nanotechnology sa energy. Tulad ng mga batteries, fuel cells, at marami pang iba. Ang gamit niya sa battery, nanotechnology is used to improve the performance and lifespan of the batteries. Siya yung nagpapatagal ng buhay ng isang baterya upang matagal itong maubos. So naman dito ay ang fuel cells. Nanomaterials are used in fuel cells to improve their efficiency and durability. Sabi dito, ginagamit ang nanotechnology sa fuel cells para ma-improve yung efficiency and durability nito. Ang pang-apat ay ginagamit din ang nanotechnology as materials in science. Isang example dito ay ang smart fabrics. Nanotechnology is used to create fabrics with enhanced properties such as stain resistance, water resistance, and flame resistance. Ang magandang example dito ay ang mga suot ng mga bumbero pag nagre-rescue sila. Yung mga PPE nila, ganun. Isang uri yun ng smart fabrics. Ang panglima naman ay environment. Ginagamit din ang nanotechnology sa environment. Kagaya ng water purification, air purification, at marami pang iba. Ginagamit ang nanotechnology sa water purification sa pamamagitan ng paggamit ng mga nanomaterial tulad ng carbon nanotubes at metal oxides upang lumikha ng napakahusay na mga sistema ng pagsasala at mga absorbent na nag-alis ng mga contaminant tulad ng mga mabibigat na metal, bacteria at mga virus. Sunod dito ang air purification. Nire-reduce nito yung mga hazardous chemicals, greenhouse gas emission, and reducing the use of biodegradable plastics. At ang pinakahuli ay ginagamit din ng nanotechnology sa food and agriculture. Ginagamit ito sa food safety at crop improvement tapos food processing. Unahin natin sa food safety. Ginagamit ang nanotechnology sa food safety. Sabi dito, nanotechnology can be used to develop sensors that detect foodborne pathogens and contaminants. Dito, gumagamit sila ng nanotechnology upang ma-detect yung mga pathogens or mga bacteria, viruses na nakakapit sa mga pagkain natin. Sunod naman dito ang crop improvement. Nanotechnology can be used to develop fertilizer, pesticides, and other agricultural inputs that are more effective and environmentally friendly. Sabi dito na ginagamit nila ang nanotechnology sa paggawa ng mga pataba at mas mabisa ito at mas environmentally friendly kaysa sa ibang mga pataba na ginagawa. Okay. At ang huli ay ginagamit ang nanotechnology sa food processing. Sinasabi dito, nanotechnology can be used to improve the efficiency and safety of food processing.
Von Eden Moster, and I would be explaining or showing you the other applications of nanotechnology and what are the latest technology that are made from nanotechnology. Of nanotechnology. First one, environment. It helps to detect pollution in the micro level. Second one is food industry. It ensures food safety by preventing decomposition and loss of nutrients. Fourth one is medicine. Nanomedicine, the application of nanotechnology in medicine, draws on the natural scale of biological phenomena to produce precise solutions for diseases. Another one is packaging. Nanomaterials designed for food packaging possess many advantages when compared to conventional packaging materials. And the last one is electronics. With the advancement of technology, we have shifted from bulky television sets and mobile phone to sleek TV sets and smartphones. One of the examples that technologies that are being made today that contains nanotechnology are an antibacterial nanofiber disinfectant to clean out the composition. Traditional disinfectants commonly used in industries and consumers markets often contain harsh chemicals like sodium, causing corrosion, irritation, and damage to the surface. Second one is improving coating barrier performance through nanoclay additive. Waterborne coatings are desirable over solvent-based coatings as they reduce the amount of volatile organic components with benefits to the environment, safety, and the cost of manufacturing. Third one, sprayable nanofibers to treat skin wounds. Skin injuries like burns account for an estimated 180,000 deaths annually according to WHO. And chronic wounds. While advancements in medicine have improved outcomes, there is still need for better methods to enhance healing.
Electronics can be defined as a branch of physics and engineering that deals with the study of electron behavior, flow, and control under different conditions. Such conditions include vacuum, gases, or semiconducting materials where electrons are observed. Electron is a scientific and engineering discipline that studies and applies the principles of physics to design, create, and operate devices that manipulate electrons and other electrically charged particles. An electric field is an invisible force field created by the attraction and repulsion of electrical charges and is measured in volts per meter. The intensity of the electric field decreases with distance from the field source. It is a subfield of physics and electrical engineering which uses active devices such as transistors, diodes, and integrated circuits to control and amplify the flow of electric current and to convert it from one form to another, such as from alternating current or AC to direct current or DC, or from analog signals to digital signals.
Hello everyone, I am Janet Sagun. I will discuss all about the impact of nanotechnology. Let's start. My topic is all about the impact of nanotechnology or means. Ano ang epekto ng nanotechnology? Tara, alamin natin. Ano ang impact or epekto ng nanotechnology sa national security? Malaki rin ang epekto ng nanotechnology sa pambansang seguridad sa iba't ibang paraan. Pinapahusay nito ang kagamitan ng militar tulad ng mas magaan at mas matibay na armas at sasakyan. Ginagamit rin ito sa pag-detect system para sa mga pag-detect ng banta. Ano rin ang impact o epekto ng nanotechnology sa social interaction? Ang nanotechnology ay may malaking epekto sa paraan ng pakikipagsalamuhan ng mga tao sa lipunan. Narito ang ilang pangunahing pagbabago at dulot nito. Mas mabilis na komunikasyon sa pamamagitan ng nano-based na technology, mas pinahusay sa mga gadget tulad ng smartphone, where cables na nagpapadali sa mabilis na pag-uusap at connection. Ano rin ang epekto or impact ng nanotechnology sa culture? Ang nanotechnology ay may malaking impluwensya sa kultura ng isang lipunan mula sa sining at hanggang sa paraan na pamumuhay ng mga tao, at narito ang mga dalawang pangunahing epekto nito. Pagbabago sa paraan ng paglikha ng sining at disenyo, at mas mabilis na pagbabago ng wika at komunikasyon. Ano rin ang epekto at impact ng nanotechnology sa economy? Ang nanotechnology ay may malaking epekto sa ekonomiya mula sa pagpapabuti hanggang sa paglikha ng mga industriya. Narito rin ang mga pangunahing epekto nito: paglikha ng bagong industriya at trabaho, pagpapahusay ng produkto at serbisyo, mas mabilis at mas murang produksyon. Ano rin ang impact ng nanotechnology sa politics or politika? May malaking epekto rin ang nanotechnology sa larangan ng politics, lalo na sa paggawa ng mga patakaran, seguridad at pangdaigdigang relasyon. At narito ang dalawang pangunahing epekto nito. Paglikha ng bagong patakaran at regulasyon, epekto ng transfer, nansi at pamamahala,